Can everybody hear me? See me? Hello? Can you guys see me? My screen's frozen. Damn it. All right, how about now? Can you guys see me now? Can you see me now? Can you see me now? All right, good to go. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. So this is a very special coaching call, guys, because I'm going to show you some real estate stuff, and this is really, really cool. Let me just go ahead and give everybody a couple minutes to pile in. Guys, please hold your questions. I see we already got a ton of them. That's okay. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through what we got here for this real estate funnel and everything, and then I'll take questions because I want you guys to understand what we're doing, okay? Everybody having a good Sunday so far? Let me get all my tabs ready to go here so that you guys can see the funnels in action, yada, 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 okay? Because I'm actually going to show you not only my account, but a brand new account. As you guys know, my mother is actually taking the course now, and she got herself a real estate client, and I gave her this funnel, and she's getting leads for her realtor on a brand spanking new account. And my client is also brand spanking new account because I had created a new account for him because he didn't have anything. So let me just go ahead and get all these pages up here so that I can screen share them with you guys. Okay. Hey, you guys. I don't remember what movie that's from. All right. So real quick, in case you guys haven't seen it yet, I'm gonna post in the chat right here the testimonial that I got from the realtor that I'm doing this for. Oh, that's right, Goonies, of course. Oh my God, yeah, you guys. All right, I'm gonna post the testimonial I got. If you guys want to watch that real quick, it's like 60 seconds. You can watch that while I am getting this together. Also, keep in mind, guys, that if you're going to ask a question, you have to ask it in the Q&A box, not in the chat box. The chat box is just for bullshitting. The Q&A box is for actual questions you want me to answer, okay? So just keep that in mind. So let me go ahead and what we're going to try, what we're doing today is really, really cool because it's not really covered in, see, what I teach you guys in the course is very, you can apply the concepts to a lot of things. And I see a lot of you guys don't put your brains in gear and apply it. You just kind of want the funnel and you want to hit the button. You don't, like, if I say a cheat sheet funnel or if I say an event funnel, you guys don't, a lot of you guys don't like actually take that and create your own event funnel. You want the funnel already made and you can just press a button, and life isn't that easy. I mean, it's going to be that easy shortly, and I will explain to you what I mean by that here in a little bit. But I'm going to kind of show you the application here of what we did, and also how you can get a little bit creative with your marketing and accomplish a few different things at the same time. Okay, so let me get that up, and let me get this up. Fayetteville, okay. We got two markets here, Tampa and Fayetteville. All right. So let me get my ad manager up. Okay, so there's that. Okay. All right, so far we are looking good here. Okay. All right. Looking good. Let me just get all these together. All right. Bada bing. Bada boom. All right. All right. Let me go ahead and share my screen. All right. So first of all, let me give you guys a little bit of context to this. Me and JR have been, because JR has been doing a lot of real estate stuff lately. We put our heads together on a couple funnels and created some sort of out of the box type stuff. And one of those funnels you're going to see in just a moment, okay? So both myself, JR, and JR actually, I got to thank JR for sort of, here's the thing about JR. JR has this ability to create very lazy funnels that convert well. So he created this funnel, and we were talking about it, and I was like, man, that's fucking lazy. And he's like, it's fucking working, you know? So I took it, and it was working well for him, but I took it and I used some of my split testing equation, and I made it even better and got the lead cost even lower. So he's going to probably start doing that soon and get his lead cost lower. And then we also put our heads together on another funnel, which I'm going to show you guys, or I'm gonna talk to you guys about shortly. Anyway, let's get going. What's up, JR? Hey, JR just got in the chat. I was just mentioning that this funnel was originally started with ads you were running for a realtor, and then I ran it for my realtors, and I used the split test method. It got the cost per lead a little bit lower. So what you're about to see is working for JR, okay? It's working for me, for two realtors, for one realtor, and it's working for my mother, who just started for her realtor, okay? So, and this funnel will be in the collective, and this is JR's contribution to the collective. So, and I'll tell you guys more about the collective shortly, but let's get into the funnel. I know you guys are chomping at the bit. So first of all, what do we normally do, guys? We create an ad off of the client's Facebook account or Facebook business page, correct? Okay. So JR had this cool idea, and I think it's brilliant, and it's out of the box. We don't do that. So let me show you this real quick. We create our own Facebook page, and I'm going to screen share this real quick. And you guys are going to dig this. So I'm going to screen share this, okay? And I'm going to show you. So this right here is Tampa Bay Homes for Sale. It's a Facebook page, okay? And it's got 51 likes. And this is my Facebook page, okay? Look at all these notifications, all right? People engaging with it and everything. And look at this. This is Fayetteville Homes for Sale, okay? And JR has one. I can't remember. I think it's North. I don't remember where his is at, but it's like literally the same friggin' thing, okay? And this was the one my mom just started. So you create your own page like this. And this is beautiful because if your realtor ever skips out on you, you can just go to the next realtor and everything's already set up, okay? Realtors can be funny. So let me show you the actual ad as it shows here. Okay. Well, first let me just show you. You guys saw the testimonial, right? So let me just show you here real quick. I'm running this in Tarpon Springs, and let me go to the past 7 days, and we got 367. 389 and 414. I literally just started running this. It started out at like $1.70 and $2 a lead, okay? And then it went up, and then it went up a little bit, and then it went down, and then it went up a little bit. But this is a brand new account. So this is also a pay per engagement ad, and I'm going to switch it to conversions coming up once I got some more ad stuff underneath it. But as you can see, the average, and I might even turn this one off, but this one right here, I don't know why I turned that off. Let me turn that back on. So basically, this is a complete name, email, and phone number, all right? Leads that they're getting. And also this is a brand new account for a completely different market for Fayetteville. This is the account for my mom, and she's getting, 290, 586, 564. But this is brand new, so we're going to let this run for a couple days because usually the lead cost will come down. But if you take a look here, actually, let me go back. Let me show you the relevancy score of, which one was it? Was it this one? No, hold on. Which one had the most here? This one. Okay. Relevancy score of 10 right there. That's freaking crazy, isn't it? Can you guys still see my screen? Okay, good, good. So anyway, relevancy score of 10. All right, so these ads are doing well. And keep in mind that $4 to $7 for a real estate lead is fantastic for a realtor. All right, they're normally paying like 50, 60 bucks a lead. Okay, so these are both pay per post engagement ads. Once the pixel is seasoned, then we're going to switch to conversions, and that's where it's really going to lower, and it'll get a lot lower at that point. But let me show you the ad. So right here, let me find it here. So this is the ad, okay? And again, JR's copy is so lazy, but it's actually working. Attention Tampa Bay, and what this is it's a very short version of the copy and dialogue strategy in the course. Very, very short, to the point. Call out your market. Here's the pain or the desire, which is, do you know anyone looking to buy a home? And here's what they get. We have compiled a free report of homes for sale under $230,000. Some of these homes may even qualify for special financing programs. Okay. Now, what you want to do is so in Tampa Bay, the median home price is $230,000. So whatever the median home price is in your whatever market it is, that's the number you want right here. Okay. And that's it. And I put the realtor's name, right? And it's just 3 pictures. You just add 3 pictures of the home, and you do that by uploading 3 pictures, and it automatically makes this nice little like collage thing. And people are are doing their thing. Same thing with this one. See? Same friggin' thing. Okay? And we just started this one. All right? So this right here is this is all it is, guys. It's super, 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 super simple. All right. So before I move on, let me see if we have any questions or anything so far. So is everybody understanding this so far? And we're in the chat box right now. Just give me a yes. Okay. Did everybody see that? Okay. Okay. Is everybody excited about this? Okay, fantastic. JR says genius funnel. I call it the lazy JR funnel. JR always takes you got in here late, but I mentioned that this was your contribution to the collective. This came from you. But JR always takes all my shit and makes it lazy. When you see the funnel, you'll see what I mean. He makes it so short. Now keep in mind, guys, this is for realtors. So when they get the lead, they're going to call, okay? They're going to call the customer. Yeah, exactly. Lazy works for the average Joe. They're going to get this lead and they're going to call, okay? That is the point of the relationship, all right? If you're selling an online course or coaching, you can't do this short bullshit. You gotta, nurture more before, this is just like real estate leads. So the realtors get on the phone with these people. That's all we're trying to do, is get them on the phone with these people. That is, that's it. Okay. So that's what we're trying to do here. I want you to, keep guys to understand that the point here is to get the realtors on the phone, okay, with the customer. All right. That's it. So, and I'll go ahead here and I'll click on the link here. And JR designed this funnel, actually. Again, super, super simple. It's very similar to the cheat sheet, not the cheat sheet, but the cheat sheet and the crazy discount funnel style, but it's super slimmed down. And all it says is, welcome to the Tampa Bay Homes under 230,000 list. Click below to enter your information to get your free report of homes, but pretty much exactly what the ad said, okay? Oh, you know what? I got to share my screen for you guys. Holy crap. No post boost. I don't boost posts. Nobody boosts posts. All right, let me share my screen again. Hold on. Oh, wait, here we go. Share my screen. Okay. All right. So, so if we click on this, we get sent to here, okay? Welcome to the Tampa Bay Homes Under 230,000 list. You know, very slimmed down, just very similar to the cheat sheet funnel. It's all the same design, but it's really, really slimmed down. JR put this really slimmed down. Now, this is where JR did something really, really, really cool, okay? You can do this easier in ClickFunnels, okay? He has 3 steps for this, but you can do it easier in ClickFunnels, but this works just fine. You hit get, so they hit get me my list, and what happens here is you just put in Dan Smith, your email, dan@dansmith.com, whatever, okay? And this, so all they're asking for is their name and email. And JR, I believe I'm going to test it where we just do email, because I think there was another funnel that you were doing where we just get email and then you ask for name and phone number. But anyway, they put in their name, they put in their email. So they hit get my list, right? Okay. So at this point, they're going to go to another opt-in page. And this is where it gets a little inventive and a little cool. Is this right here will already be pre-filled out. So let me just quickly. So this is what it'll look like for most people. Their name and their email that they just filled out will be pre-filled out. So at this point, the realtor gets an actual lead, an email lead. But now the phone and the address have popped up. Okay. And it says, would you be interested in a free report on how to raise the value of your home before selling it? Yes, I would love that, or no, thank you. Okay. And so basically, we'll just go back with the 555, 123 Lane. Yes, I would love that. And then send me my homes list. And then this just takes them to the thank you page. We will contact you shortly with your report via email. Okay. And at this point, you're kind of like, fuck you, you know, you have to wait for our call. But it works. And you know, the realtors get the phone number and they call. Okay. Now we're going to experiment with this. And what I want to experiment, and maybe JR, you can do this as well, is I want to experiment with getting rid of, I want to split test it, and I want to try to do exactly this, but get rid of the address and just, you know, like, get rid of the address and see if that converts better. Because you guys got to remember, it doesn't have to make sense. It just has to get the realtor their phone number. So I wonder if we took out the address, if it would increase conversions, or if we took out both the address and the question, if we just left it with the phone number, if it would increase conversions. Okay, so I'm gonna try to test that myself, and JR, I think you should try to test it too, because at the end of the day, it's all about getting the lower cost lead and getting them to the realtors and letting them get on the phone with these people and do their thing. Okay. So with that said, is everybody following? Now I can see the now I can see the comments. Hold on, JR. Hot damn, that landing page is fire. JR made this funnel, so that's why he's being a dick. But the thank you page. Yeah, the standard ClickFunnels thank you page. I remember I saw that. I said to JR, I was like, you lazy bastard. But it doesn't matter. You got the phone number. Okay? So, anyway, yeah, JR, right. We should try to remove the address too. We should just split test it, you know? We have enough traffic coming in to, I got, you know, mine, and then my mother's got hers. You got at least, what, 2 realtors? So, you know, we're going to split test it and whatnot. Okay. Yeah. So is everybody following? I'm going to answer questions here in a moment, but is everybody following so far? Is anybody lost? Let me know if anybody's lost. Just say I follow. So, okay, no, good. This is simple as fun. I know it is. It is super simple, okay? So basically, now, what we're going to be doing now, I know a lot of you have been asking what the collective is. And in fact, I'm going to answer one of the questions right now. Edwin asked, what is the collective? Okay. So this is what the collective is. The collective is a group. It's a product that I'm going to be selling, and it's a group of Facebook ads for entrepreneurs students. And you have to apply for it. I got to make sure you're right for it. But basically, what it is it's a small group, and I give you funnels that are already converting, like this one. Okay. You get funnels that are already converting. You get the ads, you get the targeting, you get the funnel, you get everything to make it work. You get it. You just press a button. Okay. As well, you get a sales funnel from me personally to sell your client. In other words, let me go over that again. I am going to get you clients through my marketing funnel. So you're going to get access to a sales funnel that you can run ads to that will be me using my, hey, I'm Dan Henry, top Facebook ads expert, showing results from campaigns myself and many students have run, okay? You're going to get, the credibility and all that goes with my name as far as Facebook ads. And that funnel is going to say, basically, if you would like to, talk to one of my independent consultants, you can schedule a Calendly call here, okay? So basically what happens is I do the sales pitch for you and get them on the phone with you, and you get to be one of my approved consultants, okay? And you just run traffic to this and you will get bookings to talk to these clients. So if I give you a converting MMA funnel, you're also going to get a funnel to get MMA clients with me selling for you. If I give you a real estate funnel, you are going to get another funnel that you run traffic to that is me being like, hey, real estate agents, check this thing out, blah, 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 blah. If you would like to talk to one of my independent consultants, you can click here, and that goes to you, okay? So I help you sell. Sell your clients and get clients, and then I give you the funnel to deliver for those clients. Also, as well, I saw that. This funnel will be in the collective, and there will be a seller leads funnel in there as well. And the seller leads funnel is converting just as well as this one. It's doing fantastic, and it will be in there, and you will get that seller leads funnel ready to go in the collective. So that is what I wanted to just, and I was answering his question, what's the collective? So that's the collective. The collective is not ready yet because we have, I think we have 3 funnels in the collective right now. I did let a few people in ahead of time. We got 3 funnels in there now. 2 more, 2 real estate funnels are going in within the next day or two. I had to put them in today, but it's Sunday. And then next week I'm working on the sales funnels for them. And then when that's ready, I'll be offering that. So let me read some of the comments. So that's what the collective is, and no, it's not ready yet. So and I have a waiting list. So hold on, let me read some of this. Why are you really, Corey? Really? Your dick. Why am I watching a 17-year-old? Commission-based? No, you can't do that in the United States. As far as I know, you cannot do commission-based. And I wouldn't either. Now you're relying on the realtor's sales ability. Screw that. You know, I would not do that. Are you guys talking about the Cowboys game? Are you guys serious? Is that what you guys are talking about right now? The Cowboys game? First of all, unless the Patriots are playing, I don't want to hear about it. Okay? Keep that shit off the coaching call. All right? Fuck the Cowboy. Crazy. Give us your moment. Yes, Sean. Go Pats. Absolutely. I don't even... What's going on? Is there seriously a game right? Oh, Edwin says fuck Tom Brady. Let's see. Refund. Let's see. Cowboys. Hold on. Just so I can look at this real quick. 28-28. Wow. So you guys are literally trying to watch the coaching call and this stupid game at the same time, right? Okay. That's all right. I'll start answering some questions. All right. So, Steph Negrin asks, do realtors ever have any objections to using your Facebook page? Okay, so here's the deal. Realtors are some of the most out to lunch fucking people on the planet, okay, in my opinion. So they don't even know this page exists usually. Okay, we just say, like, you guys got to remember something. You don't have to be, like, you're getting them leads. They're happy, okay? So what I do is I say we run a Facebook ad campaign, and we get you leads, you know, bottom line. Now, if they are normal, everyday realtors, they don't even know what Facebook ads really is or funnels or any of that stuff. Like my realtor, my mom's realtor, I don't know about JR's, they have zero concept of Facebook ads, dashboard, or any of that shit. They just want their fucking leads, okay? So when we structure the campaign this way, we have an account for them with their credit card in it. But we are an admin on our whatever homes for sale page. They're not an admin. They cannot control it at all. But because we have access to that Facebook ads account, we can run ads from that page, okay? So chances are they won't even see any of this, okay? You can show it to them if you like. You can show them the front end, but you don't have to show them anything with the split testing, the Facebook ads. You don't have to show them. They might not even friggin' log in. And you just say, and if they do have a problem with you, say, listen, we've tried it from realtor pages, but it doesn't work very well. We have to do it from a page like this. This is how it works. Is we've split tested, and we have. I first tried the seller leads campaign and this from a realtor page, and it did not work very well. The lead cost was very high. This one thing really helped, and this was JR's idea to make your own page. So good job, JR. Guys, remember, if you have a question, do not ask it in the chat. Ask it in the question box. Okay? Sean ran it from a realtor page and got good results. Was it but that was the seller leads campaign. That wasn't the buyer leads campaign, this one. So, seller lead campaign is in the collective. I could see the seller leads campaign doing better with it, you know. I could see that. Hang on one second. Let me just check something here real quick. Or maybe was it the buyer leads campaign? You got to remember something, guys. I'm checking something here real quick. You got to remember, guys, that not all realtors are created equal. Okay, not all realtors are created equal. One guy might be ugly, the other guy might be personable. So when you run it from a, like Tampa Bay Homes for Sale, you are getting consistent results, okay? When you run it from a realtor page, you may get good results, you may not. There's like, it's kind of a toss-up because maybe that realtor page, maybe something turns people off about that realtor, about the name of the realtor page, about the realtor themselves. Maybe something turns them off. With this, it's generic, so there's not much to turn on or off, okay? And plus, you want, and Chris is right, you want to keep it as an asset, okay? You want to keep your page as an asset, okay? Because if you need to go to a different realtor, it's your page, okay? And you've built that post up and all those comments, you want that as an asset, okay? So that's absolutely correct. Even if there's a slight difference in cost, that's what you want to do, okay? So that's my answer to that. Corey asks, do you have any suggestions for attracting sellers? You will get some sellers with this buyer leads campaign because a lot of people that are buying houses also like to sell their house because they want to buy a new house. The seller leads campaign that I came up with, that we're running test traffic to right now, is working out great, and all it is a cheat sheet funnel, okay? This is what I was talking about. You guys overthink things. A lot of the stuff in the course can be applied to so many different industries, but you guys just want it done for you, and that's not life. And if that is life, you're going to have to pay a lot for it. You can create that same strategy, event funnels, cheat sheet funnels from multiple industries. And that's what I did for the seller funnel, was I just created a cheat sheet that helps sellers sell their home, okay? So, we're going to actually have that exact funnel, that exact PDF, everything in the collective, for the people that don't want to apply fundamentals, and they just want to have something they can click and go. But guys, you can do it yourselves if you just apply what I teach in the course, because that's all I did. I followed everything that I said in the course, okay? Yeah, Corey made a good point. Look at the majority of realty websites. There are a ton of tips, so you could make a tips cheat sheet. There you go. Okay, I wouldn't do home buyer guide. Well, actually, if you think about it, this funnel right here is a cheat sheet funnel. You're giving them it is a cheat sheet funnel. This is what I'm talking about. You know what? You guys know why JR does so well? Because he takes concepts from the course that are fundamental concepts, and he creates something of his own out of them. Okay, and he gets creative. Like, for instance, the whole Facebook page thing, that was creative. The two-step thing, that was creative. Okay, but it's still a fucking cheat sheet funnel. It is a homes under median price list. You're giving them a cheat sheet. It's a fucking cheat sheet funnel. All right, it's in the course. Okay. And it's the #1 funnel I tell everybody about, is the fucking cheat sheet funnel, okay? Guys, please take what you learn in the course and apply it to your own thing. I cannot possibly create a course that has a cheat sheet for every friggin' possible thing, or a webinar, or a quiz funnel for every possible industry in the world, okay? I want to enjoy my life. And guys, you can take these concepts and apply them to any business. And that's what JR did, okay? Get a list of 10 homes under $230,000. It's a fucking cheat sheet. It's the same thing, okay? And that's what we're going to do for sellers as well. So guys, first of all, my go-to funnel for front end on almost anything is a cheat sheet, okay? It really is. Or a discount funnel, especially for medical and cheat sheet funnels. Discount and cheat sheet funnels. So don't underestimate the power of a good cheat sheet. And that's what both of these are. That's what this funnel we're showing you today is. It's a fucking cheat sheet funnel. All right. Where is the link for the live? Hold on. Edwin says, where's the link for the live event? Hold on. Let me see if our danhenrylive.com is working yet. I don't think it is. Yeah. No, it's not working yet. It's going to be at danhenrylive.com. I just have to change the DNS settings they're propagating, but it's. I think it's. Hold on. Let me see if I can get a link to it. danhenry dot. There we go. I'll paste it. There you go. Pasted it in there. And I'll paste it in here. Here's the link. Okay. All right. Isaac says, for real estate clients, what ads should we target? What ads should we? You're not targeting ads. What do you mean? What ads should we target? I was thinking open houses, any others. I don't understand the question, Isaac. For real estate clients, what ads should we target? You're not target. You can't target ads. You target interests, people, things like that. I was thinking open house. I don't understand. What audience should we target? Open houses is a, okay, can you clarify what you're asking? You got like 3 things going on here. I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, you mean what do you just mean in general, what targeting? You can target, okay, so one great strategy is to target things that people who are likely to buy houses would be interested in, okay? Top of the Jedi targeting tip, you should target competitors. So let's think about this for a moment. Who are some of your competitors? Trulia, Zillow, Realtor.com, okay? These are standard places people go when they're searching for a home, okay? Right? Why would somebody like Trulia if they weren't searching for a home? Why? For what reason? You know what I'm saying? Because Trulia is not a big rental thing, and Zillow I don't think is a, the rental stuff's not popular there, especially Realtor.com. Okay. Now what you do is you can also target renters as a demographic, and you can also target. What you also want to do is you want to exclude job title realtor, real estate agent, real estate broker, real estate associate, employers, realtor. You want to exclude all of those things, because otherwise you're going to get a ton of realtors that see this ad and are either, it's going to lower your conversion rate, or they're going to opt in just to see what you're doing, and it's going to piss off your realtor, okay? And you know what I'm saying? So you want to exclude people that are, target landlord for buyers. You mean like for investment people? Yeah, you could probably do that, but usually landlords, they're a little more savvy. Anyway, so that's the answer to that. Gretchen says, do you recommend using the Jedi targeting trick when seasoning your pixel from clicks to websites to clicks to conversions, or do you start with broader? No, I don't. No, I don't do any. That's irrelevant. I wouldn't change anything based on that. I would target how I'm going to target. Now, one thing is with like medical stuff, and I've not tried this with real estate, but you could try with medical stuff like weight loss. I don't do any targeting. My doctor ads do like under $1 a lead, and I don't do any targeting. Okay, I just do demographic. I don't do any targeting. I just split test by demographic, and I let the conversion pixel do its work. That's it. A lot of people don't realize that you don't need targeting sometimes. If you let the conversion pixel do its job, you don't need any targeting. You just split test by demographic and pick the best one. Corey does the same thing. Keeps getting better and better. You know why? Because that conversion people, every day that conversion pixel or that custom conversion runs, it learns and learns and learns. My doctor in Fort Myers right now, he's been running for 2 months. The dude's getting like 50-cent fucking weight loss leads. It's ridiculous. Are we having a friggin' real estate discussion over here, or a moving discussion? Well, no, Gretchen, if you're targeting, it depends on what you're targeting. Like, if you're targeting local businesses for that, by the way, the no targeting thing only works for local, as far as I know. Okay, I would not try that on. If you're running a national campaign, I would not try that at all. You know why? Because it's too many people. The conversion pixel has millions of people or hundreds of thousands of people to figure out, whereas a town of 10,000 or a zip code of 10,000 is not much to figure out. Okay. What real estate market is he in? My guy's in Tampa. My mother's client is in Fayetteville. I don't know where JR's client is. I think it's in... Yes, it is a bed in my studio. My mother-in-law is staying in town for a while, and I had to set up a bed for her in the studio because we don't have another bedroom for her. So yes, it's a bed in my studio. Virginia Beach, Texas, Colorado, and PA. Forget what PA is. No, when you're doing local, don't be so narrow. Even if you do use targeting, don't go crazy. Pennsylvania. Okay, whatever. I worry about the important things, not fucking state acronyms. Okay. Tasha asks, I know it has been addressed in the community as well as video posted on how to deter clients from kicking you off admin and running ads themselves. How do you personally handle this, and what tactics do you use? Do you just add new campaigns under your account, or do you add it? Thank you for all you have done for us. Thank you, Tasha. Okay, guys, here's the thing. I've never had this happen. I've never once had this happen. Never had this happen. And it's because I find the right clients. I stress this to you guys a lot. I mean, none of you guys listen to me. I say find the right clients. Use my process to find the right clients. But you guys always want to find some, I don't know, fortune teller, back rub, fish soothsayer. I don't know. You always want to find the weirdest fucking clients. Or you want to go after clients. Guys, the clients that say yes right away, like, you don't necessarily, just because they say yes right away doesn't mean they're the right ones, okay? I've repeatedly told you guys, find the right clients, okay? Pre-frame your clients properly, and this shit won't happen, all right? JR, you've had quite a few clients. I think you only had one. Did you have one do this? I think you only had one try this. Out of all your fucking clients, you had one. Okay? Guys, this is not an issue. Stop thinking about what to do to fix it. There's nothing to do to fix it. Just find the right clients. And if out of one of every 10 clients does that, so what? You just move on. Guys, stop talking about the game. You're going to piss me off. Seriously, we got shit to do here, okay? This is not a football fucking coaching call, okay? This is serious business here for people's lives to make money, okay? Cut the football talk out. So listen, guys, every one of these clients is worth it, about $1,500 a month, okay? If you get 10 clients and one out of those clients does this and you have to get rid of them, so what? Like, you still have 9 clients that they're paying you every month. Just spend the time that you would dealing with that and use it to acquire another client, okay? This was how I was able to scale so fast, because I didn't worry about stuff that doesn't matter. I worried about the number one thing. Listen, I've actually been reading a book lately. It's called The One-Page Marketing Plan. And the author talks about the these rules. I think it's called the 80-20 rule and the 464 rule. And basically what it is that, 80% of your, I forget the exact rule, but essentially what they were saying is, yes, something to the effect of, 80% of the money you make comes from 20% of what you do. Or maybe that was the 64% of, basically what it was trying to say was the majority of what works in your business, the majority of the business that you do, the money that you make comes from a very small percentage of what you do, okay? 80% of your results come from 20% of your, right. So what that means is that the other 80% of the shit you're doing is a fucking waste of time, okay? It's a waste of time. So sitting here worrying about what happens if a client kicks you off, that's all shit that doesn't fucking matter, and it's a waste of time. And I'm, like I just said earlier, okay, I don't worry about things that, I don't worry about things that aren't a big deal. I only worry about things that are a big deal, okay? I don't worry about fucking typo. I know all you guys like to tell me all the times I have my typos. I don't worry about that stuff. Why? Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, so why worry about it? It does not fucking affect me. It doesn't. You all still fucking bought. Everybody that's sitting here paid me fucking money, and y'all read all my typos. So stop telling me about typos. I don't fucking care, okay? I don't give a shit about typos. I don't, all right? I don't worry about it. I don't go through all my shit in my emails, and I check each one. This is a waste of fucking time, and so is worrying about if a client's going to do this to you, okay? However, by pre-framing them and choosing the right clients, it's not going to happen that often. It's never happened to me, all right? But specifically with real estate, the way we're doing it right now, because realtors are a little bit weird. I don't think they would try to run ads, but they would. Realtors don't often keep track of what's working. They get out of the game a lot, stuff like that. They fail. So that's why having your own page is definitely better, okay? Because you can just move on to the next realtor. Like everybody, even their brother's a realtor. It's like coaches. Everybody's a coach. Everybody's a fucking life coach. Everybody's some sort of coach. Everybody's a realtor. There's probably more realtors than there is fucking coaches. So hope that answers your question, Tasha. Okay, guys. If you have a comment in the comment section. If you have a question, comment in the question. Okay. Jeff asks, what is the right way to switch an ad to conversions? So basically, you run your ad for a while until you get, say, 50, at least 50 conversions, and you can run it with video views. You can run it with pay-per engagement, or you can even run it with clicks to website. But basically, you get 50 leads first. If you have a high volume of leads coming in, let it get to 100. Then you recreate the whole campaign, basically. You just redo the whole thing. Same split test, same everything. You can even, all that stuff. But you can redo all that stuff. But the only difference is you switch it to optimize for conversions as the campaign objective, and you also make sure that you you should have your custom conversion. Even if you do clicks to website, video views, you still should create your custom conversion, because your ad is going to track custom conversions. You can still track them. You're just not optimizing for them, okay? So your conversion should already be created, and then you add that as the objective in your new campaign. So you basically just redo it and then make it for that example, okay? Or you make it for that objective conversion, optimized for conversion. Sorry, guys, I'm still a little bit sick. Relevancy score, Edwin asks. You must be new to the course. That's okay. Relevancy score is basically Facebook's estimation on how accurate it's. In short, it's kind of like how accurate is your targeting and copy. Like it's kind of like if you have a relevancy score of 10, it means that who you're showing the ad to, they're digging it, they're interacting with it, they're they're enjoying it. But like basically, you can't get any better. Like you're doing a fantastic job if you're at 10. If you have a relevancy score of 1, it means nobody's interested. Okay. So for instance, if you targeted dog owners and you were running an ebook called The Ultimate Dog Hater's Guide to Happiness, clearly it's the complete opposite of what you're targeting. So your relevancy score would be very low. But if you're targeting dog owners and your ad is 7 steps to a healthier dog, it's probably going to be a high relevancy score. So basically, the better your targeting is and the more persuasive your copy is, the higher your relevancy score is. That's why I always say, if you just started an ad and your lead cost is kind of high, not too bad, but kind of high, but your relevancy score is high, wait, let it run for a few days, and it'll probably go down. Okay, but if your lead cost is high and your relevancy score is low, kill it. Okay, that's the split test equation. Okay, so Ashir asks, how do you set up the opt-in and then pop up under the form if they click the submit button? You just duplicate the opt-in page. Let me see if I can find it here. You just duplicate the opt-in page. JR, that's what you did, right? You duplicated the opt-in page. And then you just added different fields. So here, let me see if I can show you. Okay, so hold on. Yeah, you clone the funnel step, so hang on. Okay, so, all right, so we just started running this one. Now you'll notice that the conversion rate here is kind of low, which I'm probably going to do some split testing. See, this is what I do for the collective. I split test until we can get this higher, and we update the funnels and stuff. But here's the thing: even with a 13% conversion ratio, we're still getting $3 to $5 leads. Okay, that's a really cool thing about local business. Sometimes you'll find that the conversion rate is low, but it's not about that. It's about the cost per lead. Okay, see, I've got 46 leads now. So there's that, right? Now if you click on the second one, look at this, 98%. Okay, 98% conversion ratio. So that means that most people that are clicking through, they're filling out their phone number. Okay, so then you just put the fields in right there and the extra stuff, and that's it. And then the thank you page. So you just duplicate it and add extra fields, and the fields you already added will pre-populate. So I hope that I hope that's so. Yeah, JR, is yours at 9 to 15%? Yeah. See, that's the thing, man. These it doesn't matter. Like all these numbers, everybody gets all fucking bent out of shape about them. Still getting $3 to $5 real estate leads, and real estate leads are not supposed to be $3 to $5. They're supposed to be way more. Okay, so okay, so yeah, and it does keep the info from the last step. Holy shit, we got a lot of questions. Okay, okay, we got some duplicates. Holy crap. I'm gonna have to hold on. Let me clean these questions up. You guys gotta You guys are asking questions twice and shit. Hold on. Michael, good idea. Michael, guys, comment in the comment box. Ask questions, ask official questions in the question area. Don't say like thanks in the question area, okay? Because what we do here with this is I hit start answering, and it what it does is it records the place in which I answered it, and so you can go back and click the button and go right to that. So I'm gonna delete these because these are not questions. Carlton Smith asks, Dan, what are some of the objections you've run into when working with realtors? Realtors are very realtors not many. Realtors are very, very receptive to trials. Also, if you show them a previous client that had results, they're on board. Okay. Realtors are all, because you got to understand something, guys. Realtors survive on leads. That's what they survive. That's their whole business. They're not hard to close. They're easy to get for trials, very easy, especially if you show and I kind of have an idea of what you're going to do. And once you have one result, one paying client, and you get a video testimonial, you show that video testimonial and you say, listen, we're spending $2,000 a month. That includes my fee and what he's spending on Facebook ads. And he's getting, because like my realtor's getting 200 leads a month. Any fucking realtor worth a shit, 200 leads a month for $2,000, they're all over that. Okay, so I haven't really had a lot of objections. They're more curious than anything. No, I haven't really heard a lot of objections. Again, see, I don't believe you should counter objections so much as you should pre-frame properly so that you avoid objections. So I've not heard a lot of objections. All right, we're coming up on 60 minutes here. There is a limit of I think it's a 90-minute limit maybe to this, so I'm going to go through these questions a little quicker. Ricardo asks, do you have a systematic approach to troubleshooting a funnel, getting clicks but not converting to opt-ins? I know that there are many factors, but in what order would you look for a broken part of the funnel? As I teach in the course, I do not really worry about clicks versus opt-ins so much because I'm only looking at what does it cost per lead. So for instance, in this funnel, I'm getting only a 13% conversion ratio on my landing page, but I'm paying $3 to $5 per lead, which is fantastic. So I don't really, I don't really think about it that way, you know. I just don't. What's your cost? If your cost per lead is good, then don't worry about it. If it's not good, then because a lot of people, they think, oh well, if they click through and they don't sign up on the landing page, that means that, you know, the landing page sucks or whatever. And that could be it, but guys, you're not going to get if you're converting at 1% or 0%, it's probably because your copy sucks or your whole approach sucks. Okay, people sometimes are just curious and they click through and they're curious. But what I do, for instance, if I wanted this funnel to convert better than 13%, the landing page, what I would do is I would probably start split testing some different. I would split test the landing page. I would create variations of different homes, slightly different headlines, and I would just see what converted better. And if it went up, I would save that, and I would just try different headlines, different backgrounds, different words until I got it up as high as I could. But at the same time, guys, you got to remember, I'm not a realtor. Okay, if I was a realtor, I'd split test every day to hell and back. A $3 lead that a realtor gets on the phone with, that's heaven to them. That's fucking heaven. So why am I going to sit there and spend time I could be spending getting another realtor client and making money, fucking around with, his landing page? See what I'm saying? But if you're not converting at all, there's a problem. So Ricardo, how many clicks have you had that have not converted to opt-ins, if you're still here? If you want to answer really, really quick. I'll give you like 10 seconds and then, okay, so 65 clicks and zero opt-ins? Yes, 0? Okay. So a couple things you can do. Go download Mouseflow, okay? Go down Mouseflow. Yeah, it's a new account. That's tough. Go download Mouseflow. You get 500 Mouseflow. It allows you to record someone's mouse, okay? And you can see them typing in their mouse and shit. Go download Mouseflow and put it on your landing page. Let leads come in and then watch the recordings. See if you can find a pattern of what's stopping people. Are they clicking and then immediately clicking off? If so, then the problem is probably your ad. Are they following their mouse and reading something and then clicking off? Oh, maybe it's your headline. Are they filling out their info, getting to the phone number field, and then clicking off? You need more value. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Or you need a two-step. Does that make sense, Ricardo? What I'm saying? This is just one idea. What I usually do is I usually try, if that happens, I try a completely different ad copy and approach. Because I usually, when a good campaign is a campaign that starts converting right away, not one that you have to, beat to death and split test to death. That's my experience. I'm sure you could get it converting, but my approach usually is if it doesn't give me some sort of result right away within the first 48 hours, then my whole idea was wrong, and I try something else. Jason says, what about when trying to get landlords on your books to manage their properties for them? What about, what? Say what about, I don't understand. I need a better sentence. Say what about when trying to get landlords on your books to manage their properties for them. We just took on a client to do this for them. Can you rephrase that with, like, I don't know, better grammar? Because I don't know, I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. Are you saying that you have a property management client and you're, I don't understand. What is your question exactly? Say what about, I don't understand. Say what about when trying to get landlords on your books? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, honestly. I thought it was, I don't know. I'm gonna just hit done answering, and you can ask again, but ask with, like, I don't want to try to answer the question if I don't fully understand it. Oh, say comma. What about? Do you ask the question properly? Okay. What about when trying to get landlords on your books? I have zero tolerance. Like, to me, let me just tell you, if you guys can't ask a question properly, I don't want to give you the effort to answer it properly, honestly. Like, that's how I view it. Like, if you don't properly type a question, it offends me. Like, it really does. Like, I'm like, if you don't care enough to ask a question properly, I don't fucking care enough to answer it properly. Okay? So, like, you want me to answer a question? Don't fucking type it like a moron. Like, type it like actually put some effort into typing your question. Okay? So in this instance, it does matter. Okay, it's not a fucking sales page. Don't twist my words, Sean. Now these are like little mini parties we have. They're not even coaching calls. That's what you got out of that, Steph? How to target property managers? Why didn't you just say how to target property managers? That's what he's asking. What about we're trying to get it? What is this book shit? What books? What are you talking about? Books? Target property management owners. I would have to, let me see. Property management owners. Not a lot of people own property management businesses. There's probably some sort of major publication that they all read, or I'd have to think about that one. I'd have to think about that one. How to target property management. One thing you could do is, oh wait, you know what? If there may be a property management demographic or job title or whatever in the Facebook ads demographics. I've never done that, so that may be how to do it. But honestly, I don't know if that's what he's asking. Okay, because what he's asking is all fucking mangled and fucked up. So I really don't know exactly what the question is. So I'm just going to hit done answering, and he can ask it again because the fucking thing's all mangled. So, yeah, guys, I don't do lazy questions. Okay, like I don't do like help me with Facebook sales and stuff. Like I don't do that. Okay, Steph says, how do you determine what niches need targeting or not? Okay, so the only time I don't do targeting is if it's local business, like local, like in town, and it's like a really common product. Weight loss, common. Chiropractors, really medical, honestly, medical so far. But you can really just split test. Like for instance, buying a car. So like if you would like, if you said run me an ad for people that want to buy cars, I would probably say don't do targeting on that. Just go by demographic. So like for like this is what I would do. I would split test. I would do one campaign for like a car dealership where I didn't do targeting, and then I'd do another one where I targeted like Carfax and stuff like that. But you might get a lot of people that want used cars with that. I would just split test. I would try both. But those would be more what I wouldn't. What about a tutoring company? What do you mean a tutoring company? Like a local tutoring company? That I would probably, because kids don't hire tutors, parents hire tutors. So I would target parents. Parents of college kids, parents of high school kids, parents of elementary kids. There you go. There's your targeting. Edwin says, what are your thoughts of targeting real estate development for firms who are building condos? All right, so you guys are kind of thinking about this wrong. You can't, like, how do I target a 5'4" Filipino man that likes hot dogs, but only in the winter? Like, why do you need to target a real estate development firm who are building condos? Okay, I mean that's really fucking specific to get a client. Like I actually had a client that was a condo, and there is a case study on it on Lead Page's blog, and I got that one through a referral. Danny Vega got me that client. I don't think I would when trying to get like I don't think about like I want this specific client. Like I don't, again, 80-20 rule. Okay, I want clients. I don't want I want clients. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? Why do you specifically want a real estate development firm who are building condos? Why do you want that, I guess is my question. Or are you asking, what would you do for the condos? If you're asking that, that's different. I targeted zip codes with, there were certain zip codes that only had apartment buildings. And I also targeted renters. But if you're trying to find that's really specific. An owner, how many people in the United States honestly own a fucking a high-rise, or building a high-rise condo or something? You're not going to be able to target that. So that'd be my answer to that. Zoe asks, hi for the Facebook page creation. Hi for the Facebook page creation. Do you select local business or place? That shit don't matter. That shit really doesn't matter. Honestly, that's usually if they already have a Facebook page. Honestly, that doesn't matter. That is completely inconsequential. It doesn't matter. Places. Well, if I would say local business, because a realtor is not a place. Places for restaurants, standalone places. But it really doesn't matter, honestly. You could do community. To be honest with you, I don't even remember. I had Stephanie make my Tampa Bay for Homes page. I don't even remember what I had it set at. That's irrelevant. I don't think that matters. I hope that answered your question, Zoe. Steph Negrin asked, God, Steph's questions keep getting upvoted. There's some shit going on here. What are some benchmark results to tell them? What are some benchmark results to tell them? I can get you 30 leads a month. Oh, okay. So let me get creative here. I would first ask. I say, well, let me ask you something. What are you guys paying for leads right now? And they'll say whatever, $20. Sure. Okay. And are these leads that are only for you? I don't know. Other realtors get them. And how often do you get the phone number? How often do these leads answer? And how well, they don't answer. Okay. Well, this is what we do. When we generate leads for you, the lead you get is instantaneous. So the moment they become a lead, you get that lead immediately. You can literally call them within 2 minutes of them becoming a lead. It's instantaneous. We can even text it to your phone. If you use ActiveCampaign, you can set it up where it texts. You can text the realtor the lead information right to his phone. They are also only for you. They don't go to anybody else. They're generated immediately and only for you. And you get the phone number, and because you get it right away, the chances of them answering the phone are very, very high. So now, if they say, well, I pay $20 a lead. Well, we generally get these leads for about $5. But you see, we have a management fee, because in order for us to set this up to where you instantly get a notification, where they're only leads for you, and where they're only $5, we charge $1,500 a month to run this for you. That's how I would kind of approach it. I hope that answers your question, Steph. Okay. John, what do you charge your real estate agents for the leads, and when? I charge $1,500 a month, and they get as many leads as I can get them. Yeah, $1,500 a month, either first and then you run the campaign, or after your trial. That's covered in the course and on the webinar. Actually, did you watch the webinar, John? The free one before you signed up for the course? I'm just wondering, because that's covered in there. You might have just signed up. Did you just sign up? You might have just signed up. John asks, how do you work around the legalities of finding pictures of the right homes to use if they are not your own for a specific area? Are you generating leads and not being licensed in certain states? Has it ever been a problem, or have you looked into it? What are you talking about? You don't have to be licensed to do that. I don't worry about it. Yeah, 80-20 right there, 80-20. Why do I worry about that? I just get the shit off Google. Let me ask this guy something. How many Facebook posts do you see every day that are just memes and bullshit from Google and other places? I have never in my life run into anybody who saw a Facebook ad of mine and said, oh, that's my picture, okay? It's 80-20, guys. It's not. Gary Vee said this in probably 20,000 times. He said, stop focusing on dumb shit, okay? This right here is, if you worry about this, if you spend any time worrying about this, it falls into the dumb shit category. It's not an issue. Don't worry about it. If somebody comes out and says, hey, that's a picture of my house on your Facebook ad, can you please not use it? Okay, change it. Done. That's it. It's not something you should worry about. I don't think you don't need licensing to run leads. There's nothing you have to worry about at all. Are you doing funnels for wholesaling? I have a funnel I'm working on for myself where I go and buy your house if you are having trouble making payments or I take over your mortgage. I'm working on it now. I haven't begun running it yet because I'm not ready to actually deal with the leads that come in yet. But I have created the funnel, and yes, the real estate investor funnel. And if it works out, which I'm sure it will, I will. I'll probably share it with you guys. So. Oh, Sean made a good point. You can just find MLM picks, which actually I think that's what I did in the first place. So yeah, don't worry about it. Gretchen, what are some of the biggest mistakes you've seen on real estate ads that we should avoid? I don't know. I don't run ads that don't really work, so I don't know. I don't really look at other people's ads. Well, I would probably say the few ads that I have seen that obviously are not good are something like, hey, um, hey, my name is John from whatever realty, check out our list of homes. But I don't teach you guys to run ads like that. So I don't know. If you're running ads the way I'm teaching it, there's not really any major big mistakes. It's a lot of little things that, like little problems you could run into. But there's always a solution, split testing your headline or, and again, do customer research. Find some home buyers, home sellers. I found out that the number one thing home sellers wanted was they wanted to know how to increase the value of their home before they sold. So I addressed it. Okay. So yeah, I don't think there's a lot of big mistakes. There's a lot because even if you make even if you don't have the perfect real estate funnel and you're spending $8 a lead, your realtor's still not that disappointed. Yeah, don't get screwed by the realtor. Yeah, because realtors are shady. So maybe that's a big one. And that's why another reason why maybe you should have your own page like Tampa Bay Homes for Sale. So yeah, I wish I could give you a better answer, Gretchen, but I can't think of any because I don't honestly I don't see a lot of real estate ads. I really don't. I don't see a lot of them in my feed. Okay, I'm not going to answer. I'm not going to answer questions like what type of page did you have it set under? What type of what page? I don't know. So I'm going to delete these questions. Guys, if you're going to ask a question, ask a thorough question. I'm not quite sure what you mean by what type of page do I have. Do I have what set under? The funnel page, the Facebook page, the what? I don't know what you're talking about. Hold on, I see something from JR. Want to roast myself, please? No, no roast. My friggin' throat is. You guys can hear it in my throat. I don't have. No roast tonight. Hey guys, sorry. That happens sometimes. I don't know why. Yeah. No, I'm all good. I'm all good. Man, my throat is getting killed tonight. All right, guys, please, if you're gonna ask a question, please make it a thorough question. I don't want to have to work to understand what you're saying because we got a lot of people asking questions, and I want to get to everybody, and I can't do that if you guys ask a lazy question. I need a good question. Like, give me a thorough question, okay? So Andrea asked, my team and I are working with people who are default on their mortgage. What type of ad would you recommend to get those type of leads? We essentially want to help them do a short sale. Well, I might do like an ad like, we'll see. It depends. You got to pre-frame them properly. I'm not a big real estate expert when it comes to that type of stuff, but like I know that my goal is I want to find people that can't pay their mortgage, and I want to find people that can't pay their mortgage, and I want to say something like, "Hey, struggling with your mortgage? I'll pay it for you," or something, or "Hey, are you facing foreclosure? You know, I'd like to stop that for you or whatever." And what you do is you take over their mortgage, but you make them move out of the house, and then you rent the house. Okay, and they don't they save on their credit. They don't get a foreclosure. Their mortgage gets paid, but you own the house, and you get to rent it. So that's like what I'm going to do. But I would probably do an application ad, like what I'm going to be trying is basically like apply here to see if I can pay your mortgage, and they fill out an application, and then I hire a phone rep to talk to them, qualify them, make sure that their situation is proper for, no, not like a quiz funnel, an application funnel. Kind of like, no, not a quiz funnel, it's an application. It's like like a two-step application funnel. Kind of like what you guys went through for Dan Henry Live. Similar to that, okay? So basically, like, they fill out an application, and what I would do is I would get like their name and property address, and then on the next page I would get like their phone number and maybe some other questions. But it's better to get the required information. So like, let's say you get the property address, right? You check out the property first, and you see if it's even something you want to deal with. Then if it is, you have one of your phone girls call and qualify them to see if it would work. And if it does work, then you get on the phone with them and try to sell them on what you're doing. So I would say something like, see if you, I'd say, hey, my name is Dan. Hey, my name is Dan, and I have been buying up houses and saving people from foreclosure for the past several months, or I've decided to whatever, I don't know exactly what you're doing. So like for me, I would say, hey, my name is Dan, and I'm looking to buy up a bunch of houses in Tampa over the next few weeks. If you're facing foreclosure, I would love to help you out. Click the link below to find out if your house qualifies, and I can buy it within 24 hours or 48 hours or whatever it is you're offering, and you get them to apply. And then my first sentence of the copy might be something like, live in Tampa and facing foreclosure, question mark. or something like, I want to help, I want to save you from foreclosure. If you're in Tampa, I want to save you from foreclosure. You call out their desire, their pain. So that's what I would kind of start with, Andrea. But again, I don't know exactly what, because I like to pre-qualify people from the beginning. So I'd have to know exactly what qualifications you need. But essentially, if like, let's say I know my number one most awesome lead is something like divorce, I would say something like, if you just got divorced, or if I would say something like, for divorce and foreclosure go hand in hand. I've been helping people, blah, 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 or I'd like to save you from foreclosure. Like, so, try to, how do I put it? Try to, from the beginning, filter out people you don't want to work with, okay? If I was looking for somebody who is about to get a foreclosure, they're already moving out, I might say something like, are you being evicted and facing foreclosure? What if you could get that foreclosure? What if you could avoid foreclosure? I can help you. I can help stop foreclosure, whatever. And I would, sort of pre-frame them from the ad. I would rather pay a little bit more for an ad, for a lead that's a proper lead, than pay a phone person $10 an hour to cipher through all these bullshit leads. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, guys? Like, I'm a little sick, so I'm trying to mentally get through this. But basically, in the copy, what I'm trying to say is the copy of the ad sort of filters out what kind of investment you're looking for, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Michael asked, what type of page did you create it under? What type of what page? When you create a new page, what did you guys put it under, if that makes sense? You mean a new Facebook page? What did I put it under? No, that does not make sense. I don't know what you're asking. I just created a page. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It's a fucking Facebook page. Tampa Bay Homes for sale. You create a fucking Facebook page. That's it. There's under what? Under the sky? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Whatever you're asking is honestly not important, not critical, not going to help or hurt you. So it's fine, dude. Just create a Facebook page. That's it. I'm going to start saying 80, 20, 50 times today. Edwin Wong asks, are you targeting distressed sellers? I have not begun that campaign yet. I'm going to assume you're talking about the one for me to buy houses. I've only done the funnel. I've not begun that campaign yet. So I haven't even got into that yet. So when I'll share some of that when I do. I will. But yeah, I would probably look to, when I think about targeting, I sit down for a moment and I go, okay, what would somebody that is about to lose their home, what would they be interested in? What would they watch? What would they, what would they, what websites would they visit? Only they would visit. I try to think about that, and then I do my targeting. But I might even try it with no targeting, maybe, but probably not. I would at least target, at the very minimum, I would target homeowners. Obviously, you want to target homeowners. So a lot of homeowners are distressed, though. So I'm not asking any more questions about the fucking page, okay? I'm just not. Like, guys, get over it. It's a fucking Facebook page. Create a holy fucking shit. Just create a fucking Facebook page, for fuck's sake, okay? What the fuck is so difficult? You create a fucking Facebook page, all right? Stop asking that question. Unfucking believable. You guys are killing me. Dan Smash. fucking... Dude, I could literally create a Facebook page in 5 seconds here. Just create the fucking Facebook page. Okay, wait a minute. If you're saying, do you do it place, community, local business? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Local business. That's fine. Community. Just community. Whatever. Fucking dildo fucking book club. I don't give a shit, okay? It doesn't matter. These calls are no fun without the rage. You guys like to do this on purpose just to piss me off. I swear. Okay. Michael asks, when doing my research with Kairos require no research. I've stated this. Crazy discount funnel does not require research. You know what? Is Stephanie is Stephanie Gonzalez on the call? If so, make a note. We need to put this. I might have already done it, but in the okay, JR, can you text her? In the customer research lesson, we need to make a bold note that says, if you are doing a crazy discount funnel campaign, you do not need customer research. You only need to know what the because it's the doctors are limited to what they can give away. So customer research kind of becomes, pointless at that point. And it has to be below 20. Yeah, actually, if somebody can take notes, I should add the notes to the lessons. So, would it be good to target colleges? I noticed they all talk about the college they went to. What is your take on targeting the colleges? If not, what else could you target? Oh, you mean targeting Kairos as a client? All right, so you guys got to be clear on what you're asking. Are you asking, like when you ask these questions on targeting, I got to know, are you talking about targeting to get a chiropractic client? Or are you talking about targeting for your chiropractic client's campaign, meaning for their patients? So I got to know which one. I think you're asking for clients. I would just put occupation chiropractor. Or I might, if there's like a school of chiropractic, maybe choose that. But split test it. You should be split testing audiences anyway. So I would put if there is a college only for chiropractors, I'd put that, or job title chiropractor. Or you could also target, maybe there's some chiropractic magazines. You could definitely target that as well. So that's what I would do. Don't get on Michael. All right, every single one of you has asked a stupid question, and I've yelled at all of you. So don't act like, don't throw the stone or whatever the fuck that thing is. Life University is the largest chiro. Yeah, everybody's been yelled at. That's how I get you guys results. I gotta if I go, oh well, that doesn't really matter. Because, you go, okay, and then you're going to go and do it anyway. But if I scream it at you, you're going to be like, you know what, Dan, I need therapy. But Dan really made it clear that not to do that. So I'm not going to do it. Audric, you're new. Give it time. Jeff Miller. Oh, 5 upvotes. I can't wait to read this question. A lot of, period. My chiros are asking to target personal injury cases. Any thoughts on targeting? This is not, this is kind of this is almost back to that 80-20 thing. And that is, you will have chiropractors that ask you to target certain things. What I do is I pre-frame them. I say, well, listen, Joe shit, the chiropractor man. I say something like, with Facebook, it's when you start targeting very specific things, leads can get quite expensive. So what we try to do is we try to get you as many leads as possible. And a lot of these will be personal injury possibly. But, for us to experiment with that, we would have to get that exact client. It would probably take at least a week or two to experiment to find that exact client. And your lead cost would be high at that point. But we can get you regular chiropractic leads right now. Okay? So and I mean, maybe you could target personal injury lawyers or something. But honestly, if this is my view. If a chiropractor was being a pain in my ass because he specifically wanted to target them, I would just, and he was being an idiot, I would just move on to a different chiropractor. But I mean, they're going to get these anyway. They're going to get personal injury. But what I'm saying is if you have a chiropractor who's like, I only want personal injury leads, I'd be like, fuck you, dude. And I would move on to the next guy that's not such a pain in the ass. I hate people that are a pain in the ass. Okay? So that's what, it goes back to choosing the right clients. So I don't, they're getting leads. They're getting patients. Be happy. Any books you recommend overall? I recommend 4-Hour Workweek, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, but don't get too deep into that. It's kind of just a bait for him to sell coaching. .com Secrets. My number one book I recommend besides .com Secrets is Ask by Ryan Levesque. And I'm kind of digging this one-page marketing plan. I'm not too far into it yet, but it sounds cool so far. So. Trevor, in the beginning stages of the course right now. Welcome. I'm considering switching to running ads for plastic surgeons. This would be an unfamiliar niche for me. If the client has an email list, Facebook page that they can survey, will it still be worthwhile or necessary for me as the advertiser to interview clients' target audience, people who have had or want plastic surgery before offering Facebook ads to plastic surgery? If he has an email list and you can send out a survey, that'd be great. It'll help you create better ads. Absolutely. I think it would be worthwhile. I mean, you can do a crazy discount funnel for plastic surgery, like, I don't know, $15 Botox injection. But I'd say it would be worthwhile because who knows, maybe one day you'll get a client that wants to sell something higher end and all that. It's always great to have the research. Jared makes a good point. Chiropractors and any doctors that want personal injury related, they're ambulance chasers and they're always a pain in the ass. Okay. So, yeah, I would say because plastic surgery is, you might find that people don't want Botox. They just want, I don't know what they want. You'd have to do the research. I would try a $15 Botox injection with the crazy discount funnel and go from there. But I would definitely do the research. Absolutely. I'm addicted to research. I love research. Mackenzie, is your new page for real estate ads? Are you using a new pixel or the pixel you've been using for your other pages? No, it's my client's pixel on the fresh account I made for them. Same thing for everybody else. Todd, when are you doing funnel reviews? I submitted the form last week. Ads not converting, spent $20, so I turned the ad off. Okay, so let me look at my... we had an issue because I had always intended to do the funnel reviews publicly on the coaching calls, but a lot of people wanted them privately, and so we got a little mixed up here. So let me take a look. Okay. See, I did Shane's. I did. Who is it here? Todd? Okay, Todd is. Yeah, see, you asked. Here's the unfortunate part: is when you ask for it to be reviewed privately, I have to take time to do that, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to do those this week. But it's quicker for me to do them on the coaching calls because I can do them right now. But for me to do them privately, it takes a lot longer. So if you want, I can do your funnel review on the coaching call. But if you want it sent to you privately, it's going to take a little bit longer because I sit down and I do them all at one time once a week if I can. So if you want me to do it publicly, then I don't mind doing it. Otherwise, it'll be probably mid next week before you get it. So just let me know in the comments or in the chat box. Let's see here. Look at that. Hold on. Take a quick look at something here. Oh crap! I have a hold on. I have a feed blocker. I think it was JR that recommended me this this blocker. It blocks your Facebook newsfeed so you don't get distracted. I'll just look at it later. Okay. Okay. But if you guys submitted a funnel review request and you want it done now, I can go ahead and do it. Wait, let me just make sure we have enough time. I can squeeze a funnel review in now if you want it, if you submitted your request, but otherwise I'm recording them, I think, Tuesday. So, okay. Gretchen, I'll have more information on all that later. I'm not even done with the collective yet. It's not even launched or anything. So I'll answer all those questions later. Brandon asks, sorry, got here late. That's cool, man. We have a replay. Who has had success getting residential listing leads? You mean like seller leads? I have a pretty successful real estate team and thought I knew my target audience well, but apparently not. Have a couple ads running right now with decent traffic, but no conversions in the funnels. How do I know if it's ad problems or landing page problems? Note, very beginning stages of the course. I often say that it's not necessarily so much an ad or a landing page problem as it's a conceptual problem, okay? So how do I put this? If your ad is not converting at all, I very rarely for myself say, well, maybe if I switch one thing on my landing page, or maybe if I switch one thing in my app. I don't do that. Because if it's not converting at all, to me, that means my whole fucking approach is wrong. So I change my approach on that ad, and that gets me there quicker. If I have an ad that's converting well, or even somewhat decent, but not great, then I'll try to tweak things and change things and split test and all that. But if it's dead in the water, then I don't. I just try a new approach because it's a waste of time, man. You're beating a dead horse at that point, you know. Yeah, I mean, that's my experience. I'm not saying you can't take a completely dead ad. And when I say ad, I'm talking about ad, funnel, everything. That's my whole concept. I'm not saying you can't take something that's completely dead and make it do something, but I think it's quicker to come up with a better concept than to try to split test a bunch of crazy shit. You know, my best performing ads are ads that work right out of the gate, and then I might have fine-tuned them, but they had some sort of decent success right away. And so I look at the approach, you know. Oh, excuse me. I look at the approach more than anything. Okay. Sean says, you mentioned not to boost the post for real estate ads. What objective do you? I don't. ever boost, ever, because when you boost, you just boost. I will use a PPE, pay per engagement, but which is the same objective when you boost usually, or at least it used to be. Now I think you can do it differently. But the point is, when you boost, you just boost. You can't split test. Okay. When you run the ad in the Power Editor or just in the Ads Manager, you can create different audiences, different ads, yada 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 yada. So that's that would be why you would want to boost anything personally. All right, guys. So we are almost at the time limit here, and for those of you who have submitted funnel review requests, I'm going to go ahead and do them. I'm going to go ahead and do them probably Tuesday, and I'm going to go through and review them, and yeah, and I will send those to you. Okay. Yeah, more people on the call. Yeah. So also, guys, in the future, please, for your questions, I want everybody to get their questions answered. Make sure your question is very well thought out and typed out. And also, guys, I'm probably going to be redoing the webinar for the course soon, and I'm not going to be offering coaching calls anymore at a certain point because obviously you guys will get the coaching calls that you paid for, but in the future, I'm going to not do them every week because I've been doing them every week. I've been doing them more than 6 weeks. So I'm going to do that. I'm not going to do them every single week, probably starting here pretty soon. I'll finish out the 6 weeks, and I'm going to change the program to where it's there's no funnel reviews and no coaching calls because I want to focus on some other things. You know, I've got a new course coming out called Sold Out Courses, and I got another one coming out on how to build your email list for free and some other stuff because I know how to do all this stuff. So for those of you guys that joined Study with Dan, you joined at the right time because it soon won't be offered anymore, and so you got in just at the right time. So you know, yeah, I've got a course coming out on called Sold Out Courses. I've got a smaller course coming out on how to build your email list for free. That one will probably only be like $4.97. I've got one on because how to build your email list for free is with Facebook ads, believe it or not. I've got several more coming out, but those are the two. And then I've got the collective coming out. So, you know, I'm focusing on that. Steph, yes, that's to teach OTO, but I also show you, actually, do you guys want a really cool tip on how to build your email list for free that I'll give you really, really quickly? It's a tip I'm going to give on the webinar. Who wants that? You want an amazing blow your fucking... You guys think, guys, listen, you really want me to be honest? Because I've never been like the normal gurus. I like to... I really don't want to teach Facebook ads forever. Like, I don't want to be typecast known as the Facebook ads guy because there's so many more things I want to teach that really have nothing to do with Facebook ads. And so I kind of want to get out of that typecasting eventually. But I'm very good at ads, obviously. I'm just good at building stuff online, and ads is what launched me. But so here we go. So what you do is you go on your personal profile, okay, and you create the cover page image, all right? And what I do is I on my personal profile, I bought a domain and I put it to a forwarding link so that I can track how many clicks, okay? And it tracks how many clicks that gets. So I see if somebody visits that URL, and it's like a short, like I think I did like 10kagency.com or something like that, so I can count how many people actually go, so I know how effective it is, okay? And so what I do is I create my Facebook cover image and I go free cheat sheet or free webinar, how to make $10,000 a month, or my first month running Facebook ads for clients. And then I put the link to this forwarding URL, which forwards to my, whatever my landing page is for that front end of my funnel, for that cheat sheet or that webinar, right? So it's on my profile, okay? So then what I do is I go into Facebook groups, and let's say somebody asks a question about Facebook ads. I will respond with a very helpful answer. Like, I will blow them away. And this is what happens. Dozens and dozens of people read this comment, and they go, wow, that was really helpful. Who is this guy? What is the first thing you do when you see somebody you're curious about? What do? You click on their name and look at their profile. And right there in the cover photo is get this free awesome thing at this address. Free motherfucking leads and subscribers. Bam. That is one of like 100 fucking tricks I know that I'm going to teach in this course. Okay. I got to come up with a name for it, like list building hero or some shit. But gold nugget, right? That's fucking cool, isn't it? Guys, you have no idea how many sales. I've made at least $100,000 from doing that. I'm not joking you. I've made at least one. I've tracked it. I've made at least $100,000 in course sales from doing that. I'm not fucking around. Okay. Yeah. Golden nugget. So guys, fuck Facebook ads. Like, there's so much more. I mean, I love Facebook ads, but there's so much more I have to offer. And that's why one reason I'm doing Dan Henry Live is I'm going to spill all of this out to you, and I'm going to record the sessions and sell them as part of the programs. And if you're there, you just get to watch it all. Okay. And I'm going to teach this stuff. And I know how to get on TV for, like, you know, I know how to, and I've learned like how to, I've got a lot of leads from the TV stuff. I know how to retarget people. Well, a lot of it still does have to do with Facebook ads, but even, not even that, like, you know, okay, for instance, there's a podcast, there's sort of a, okay, so when you go on a podcast, right, what you want to do is you want to have your backstory, your secret, your backstory, your big result, your secret telling, and your lead magnet at the end, or your action offer. So when you start on the podcast, you make sure to get your backstory out. Make sure to talk about the big result, the reason they're interviewing you. Then you do some secret telling. You tell them exactly some awesome tips on how to do what you did. And then you say, actually, if you want just a PDF breakdown of this, you can go to soandso.com and you can just have a PDF breakdown of everything I've told you today. Boom. Made at least $100,000 off podcasts too. There's so many things I know. Oh my God, so many things I know. And unlike some other people, I didn't steal these ideas. These are ideas I created from just doing it. Like fucking doing it. I didn't funnel. This is the thing. I didn't funnel hack anybody. This shit is all created on my own. It's perfect webinar I learned from Russell, though, you know. But the rest of the shit, I just figure it out. Steph said, oh shit, we got 5 minutes left in this. You didn't get to finish talking to me on your Facebook Live because your phone died. If you ask the question really fast, because I don't remember what it was, I will, I'll answer it as best I can. I don't remember what it was, though. I'll give you like 10 seconds, and then I got to go. OTO for real estate coaching. Okay, Steph, name me a few roadblocks. Okay, your real estate coaching clients, what is essentially is the end result, the big milestone they want at the end of it all? What is it, real quick? The big result, the big milestone. They want to sell more homes. Are these realtors? Okay. Wait, is this for Facebook ads management? You don't need a fucking OTO for that. You don't need a goddamn OTO for that. Just get them as a client. But you're doing coaching, right? Okay, so let's run with it. Okay. Oh, they want coaching. Okay, so name me 3 to 5 big roadblocks they have. Not roadblocks you think they have. Roadblocks, if you said to them, what are 5 roadblocks standing in your way of selling more homes? What would their answer be? Tell me. Quick. The things are, fuck my husband. Well, it's talking to me. Fuck my husband is talking to me. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was like, I don't want to fuck your husband. I mean, he's maybe, I don't know if he's feminine looking, but still, I'm good. I don't, you know. Maybe later, yeah. All right, come on. We have 4 minutes left. What was my question again? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Are you serious? Oh my God. Seriously? If you, I'm going to die before I can answer it. If you ask your realtors that want coaching, if you ask them, what are 3 to 5 roadblocks you have from in your way of selling more homes, what would they say? Not what you would say, what would they say? Quick. I don't have leads. I don't this. I don't do that. The video is going to end. It's going to end if you don't answer. They are new to the business. They need quick leads. They don't want, these aren't okay, I need it in roadblock form. Like, I'm new and don't have a lot of knowledge on how to do things. I don't know how to get leads. That's a roadblock, okay? They don't want competition. These are not roadblocks. These are feelings. What Brandon said, no leads, no systems, not enough people leverage. Okay, so your free cheat sheet essentially your free cheat sheet needs to address one roadblock, while your OTO needs to address another. Okay, so for instance, get my free cheat sheet, how to close a seller, or how to secure a contract on the seller lead by asking these 3 simple questions. And it's your phone script, right? And then your OTO could be, or actually switch that. Your free thing could be like the top 7 lead sources, the top 7 free lead sources for real estate agents. That's your cheat sheet. Click to get the cheat sheet. Okay, lead sources. Okay. Next, hey, this is Steph Negrin. Thank you so much for downloading your your cheat sheet, 7 sources of for free real estate leads. I got a question though. When you actually get on the phone with these leads, you got to get a contract, right? Well, if you're stressed about what to say and what to do to actually get them to sign on the dotted line or meet with you, I'd like to show you my very, very simple phone script. You got like 50 seconds left. My very simple phone script. It's a 3-step phone script. And what this is going to do, it's going to get them on your side. It's going to show them that you're the best realtor for them. And it is going to get them to sign on the dotted line. I've used this script consistently to get at least 40% of the people I get on the phone to meet with me and sign on the dotted line. All you got to do is follow the script, and it will instantly double your phone, whatever you guys talk about it, call it in real estate. If you'd like to get the script, click the button below to get it for only $7. And it's normally, $47 or whatever, blah, 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 blah. Okay? Anyway, I got to go. Time's out. But essentially, that's what you do. Okay? That's what you do. That's it. I mean, what do you want? There you go. Done. See you in Orlando. All right. Bye-bye.